and will there is a mouth, a hidden mouth that will release by the stream. He will show you where this is, and just as he starts to pick his hammer up, he thanked Jonathan Abity for his help for the party, for you guys. Jonathan goes off, and just as Escobert grabs his hammer and throws it up onto his shoulders, a massive, massive explosion happens. I don't want to say explosion, not like a Hollywood type of explosion. I'm talking something like something just crashed down, that type of explosion. And you can actually feel this as you stand. And you kind of, everybody has to like grab the wall or hold on to the wall, because it was actually really, really, I mean, it was shocking to you. Now all of a sudden, you start to hear, "Doors down! Doors down!" And now also you hear a bell ringing. Ding, 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 ding. And Escobert turns to you and says, "The front door! It's been taken down! That is the alarm for the bell!" And so now he heads back out, climbs up the steps. Where you guys were at for the stockade was down one flight of stairs. So, I mean, it's just an easy, run right back up. You guys are back at the ramp running down from the actual center position where you guys were out in the building there, and you guys are on the ramp now. So whenever you guys are on the ramp, several things are happening. You see lots of guards that are firing arrows down into the courtyard. You also see that along the western wall, the Sally Port actually is down. There is a battering ram that was outside. You can actually see it, because where you're at, where you're lined up, you can actually see that there's a battering ram. And you can actually see both kobolds and these mysterious robed figures getting off of this ram. And they are literally intruding into the yard. Now also, it looks like you can see that the archers up on top are also firing over the wall. So it looks like now the keep is starting to be stormed. The dragon is still not around, so you don't have that to worry about. However, like I said, there is a lot of chaos that's happening here in the courtyard.
Okay. So how many are actually in the courtyard right now, Dave?
There's at least a couple dozen. There's at least a couple dozen, and you can actually see Escobert. He's basically jutted right past you. He's down in the courtyard fighting. You actually saw him smash the head right down into one of these kobolds' necks. The kobold basically falls over dead. You can also see Greenhill. He is also fighting, and he is also commanding all soldiers to do whatever it takes to get the gate shut. Do what it takes. Do what it takes to get that gate shut. He keeps yelling that out.
Okay. In that case, Dave, I'm going to go ahead and run through the courtyard and try to get to the gate to try and stop the flow of kobolds and rogue figures getting in.
Okay, so you're probably about, I'm going to say you're probably about 50 feet away from the main gate. Now, like I said, there's several pockets of fighting going on. So there's a pocket to the right, to the left. It seems like all of the robed figures and also the kobolds, it seems like they're kind of falling in systematically, and some are going right, some are going left. And now there's one contingency that looks like they're heading towards the center part of the keep.
Right. Sounds like there's two release mechanisms for this gate. They're probably going to try and smash both of them.
Well, actually, the gates are down. They're flooding into the keep.
When you mean down, do you mean flat on the ground?
No,
down?
Basically, it was basically pushed to the side. I mean, it can definitely be fixed. It can definitely be mended. And if you have the spell mending, that would really help out. Now, and you would know this, if you had the spell mending, you would know that you could definitely stabilize that door using magic. But I don't think any of you have mending, so
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us do.
no.
Well,
So
the
that's-
group in the center has gotten away. Let's focus on them.
Yeah, you see, there's actually a drake, what appears to be a huge lizard type of drake that has just charged to the door, with 4 kobolds and what appears to be one of these mysteriously robed figures. And it looks like they are starting to charge up towards the center portion of the castle, to the ramp to where you're at. Actually, the guardian drake is in front leading the charge.
Okay. Phew.
Are we
That case,
rolling
I'm getting-
initiative? What?
In that case, I'm going to charge the center group
Okay.
myself.
All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna draw real quick for you guys, my awesome drawing. So this is basically where you guys were at right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to the color black. So, all right, so you guys are basically right here, coming out of this is the doorway where you guys came out. Obviously, you know the ramp is here, and this is basically a portion of the keep. Now this is basically the doorway, and the wall extends out as well. Now you can see up here the wall extends out like it does on the map that you can see here. Now, I'm going to switch you guys over real quick as well. So I want to put you guys on this map now because I'm drawing. So you guys can see that over by Dolph there, there's the door. My drawing is not too good, so this is the door. Inside, you can see that how it kind of goes inside the wall. There is a room. They've literally come through that door, and they are coming this way. You can see Greenhill over here fighting. Escobert's down here fighting as well. There's all kinds of. There's probably at least 2 to 3 dozen kobolds and these cultists, and also several other drakes that are fighting as well. Now, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and put your tokens out real quick. And we will go ahead and do the best visually that we can, sort of like, just so we can kind of get a feel of what we're doing. I mean, this doesn't have to be 100% by the inch precise on measurements and all that good stuff. So, sort of like theater of mind-ish with no fancy maps, but we will have some fancy maps, you better believe it. Alright, so you guys go ahead and place where you're at on the, as you guys filed out. I guess it would probably be Kadojo and probably Rarik, probably out first. That's pretty much what I figured, something like this. Yeah, there you go. Now, like I said, there are creatures, and there is one of these large lizards, definitely a drake. There is one of these mysteriously hooded figures as well, and there are 4 kobolds. And several of the kobolds have daggers, and several of the kobolds have slings. All right, so we'll use we'll use the grid on this graph paper as 5 foot. I think that would be pretty accurate for what we want to do. And you guys can also increase this map size as well. And yeah, let's see. I said you were probably about 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it's close enough. We'll do it like this. So let's go ahead and do initiative. It looks like this group, the Drake, also the kobolds, and this cultist, it looks like as they're barreling into the door, they're not going left or right because the other groups were. Looks like they're coming straight for you. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. Alright.
And we're killing the
I'm
initiative.
not entirely sure how the initiative rolls, because this will be like the first time
No problem.
I've played with you.
All you have to do is target your token, Dex, and when you target your token, just hit the initiative macro. It'll pop up on the top of the screen for you, and that's all you do. And it throws it into the tracker for you. Alright, so the drakes are +2. Alright. This is what I really loved about 4th edition. All of the monsters were in the encounters. I loved that. Now I have to look in multiple sources. PDF downloads, books, all that good stuff.
You doing just one initiative for all of them?
No, I'm going to do separately. Because it's easy on Roll20 because it automatically, it throws it into the tracker. You know what I mean?
No.
Gene?
Stormwolf, with your initiative, you're going to be up early, and a sleep spell might be a wonderful thing to do.
No metagaming, guys. No. You guys let the other players take care of their moves, guys.
I don't think I can actually do that since I don't. We didn't have a long rest.
No, you definitely don't have time. That's for sure. Oops.
Wow, Dave, you're just not good with initiative tonight.
Well, isn't that good for you guys?
Oh, considerably, but still, not good for you.
It's
You had
not,
to jinx it at the last second, really.
It's not me versus you guys. I'm just here to narrate the story for you guys.
Please, Dave, keep rolling really low. That's perfect.
Hey, that's fine with me. All right, so Silverclaw, you did have a good initiative. You are up first. These kobolds look like they are definitely charging towards you.
Okay.
Nobody, you weren't surprised. Obviously, you guys weren't surprised. They weren't surprised. There's no element of surprise. So treat these as 5-foot squares, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna move right there, and I need a 15-foot cone, please.
Okay. I guess you're going to do Dragon Breath, right?
Correct.
Dragon Breath.
Oh crap! I don't have a macro for this.
Why don't you just go ahead and we'll say that you can hit with your Dragon Breath. We'll say that you can hit the front two, basically.
Okay.
We'll say that you can
Then
hit the ambush Drake and the first kobold there.
Okay, then they take a Constitution saving roll.
Okay. Now, what is your
12.
DC? 12. Okay. All right. These monsters
And
in different
2d6
sources.
damage. If they pass their con saving roll, then they take half damage.
+2. Come on. Oh my God! All these different sources, guys, are just killing me. All right. So the Drake. I will go ahead and do my saving throw there. I made the save.
Oh, dang it.
He's able to resist the brunt of the damage. Now the kobold, I will go ahead and roll for him. Constitution saving throw. Now these, I'm going to 1 second. I'm going to move this guy. Alright. These two kobolds in the back are basically spinning slings. Alright. Now, the kobold needs to make his saving throw, which is a -1. He fails, so go ahead and do your damage, which would, how much? 2d6, 3d6? Yeah, they have maps.
Well, Dave,
for
do you
this
want me
already.
to
Just not for every single
even if
thing
they
anymore.
fail, make a successful con check, they still take half damage.
Okay, did you roll? I don't see any roll
No.
for damage. That's what I'm asking
No.
you to roll.
Well, I
So-
figured we'd do the damage rolls at the end.
Just do one damage roll, and then we'll just do one roll. So I made the saving throw for the Drake and failed the saving throw. Alright, so I will take 3 damage, because I believe you said a
Half
successful
damage.
is half. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so this kobold here is dead. Very nice job. The other Drake, you singe it with your breath attack. Alright, anything else for you? That is your movement. Do you have any movement left, or are you out of movement?
No, that was my movement, but
Okay.
it's sort of a free action. I sort of let out a challenging roar at the remaining kobolds and enemies in the courtyard.
Their eyes get big. Alright, so Krivgar, you're up now. I don't think you have any spells left, do you, Krivgar? You're out of spells, aren't you?
I am spellless.
You are spellless.
I'm just gonna move up a few feet, pulling out my crossbow.
Okay, that's part of your movement action. It's nice that you don't have to spend minor actions to pull weapons out anymore, huh?
Definitely. And then my target will be this guy right here.
Alright, the Drake. This Drake has fangs that are dripping with a acidic type of saliva. I'm just kidding on the acidic type of saliva, but
Thank goodness.
An 8.
alright, so an 8 versus armor class is a miss on the Drake. Definitely a miss on the Drake, sir. Alright, so any other movement? Are you done?
Oh joy. Seeing as I moved only a little.
Anything else for you?
I'm just gonna move back a little.
I've got somebody's ass. Thank you very much,
That's
Freighter,
it.
for the follow, Freighter. Thank you. Welcome to the community. Alright. So next up is Sisson Guy.
I'm not going to move. I'm going to take my short bow and I'm going to shoot at the Drake in the lead twice.
Okay, so what's the range on that bow? 60 feet, whatever it is, at normal? Let's see, it's 80. So the short bow is 80. So you are definitely within range. You will not have any kind of disadvantage or anything like that. You are able to hit any of the creatures ahead of you.
And my attack roll is 1d20 plus my dexterity.
It is. Yep. Dexterity plus your proficiency, which it should say right on your sheet there. Your total to hit with your bow is +5. Your total to damage is +3. 1d6 plus 3. Alright. Let's see who the high bidder is on this. Wow, so many people in here. Holy cow. Devon Knight token pack tonight, guys. Devon Knight. Alright, you alright over there, guy?
I'm going to have to do this a different way.
What's that? Your attack roll? Are you seeing the D20 macro there? Oh, there you go. A 7 versus our... And what were you attacking, by the way?
I was attacking the
Drake?
The Drake.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss. 7 versus armor class is a miss. You can still have some movement. You barely did any kind of movement. So you can make some more movement if you'd like, and we will go ahead and continue on.
I did not want to move. I was going to attack twice.
Oh, you only get to attack once with an action. You only get one attack action, basically. So,
Thank you.
yep, no problem. Doinks. Alright, so we have some kobolds here now. This first kobold here. You'll get an extra attack on, I think at level 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run right through this guy. So there's 3, 4, 5,
And he's not
6.
within my range.
No, he's,
Just to be clear.
he's basically running past you, so he's
Okay.
not going to take it. Yeah, he's not going to take the attack of opportunity. And basically, the kobold moves up to there. Actually, he moves up a couple more, and looks like he's just readying himself, bracing for an attack. And that's it for that kobold. Ruark, you're up now. Kobold, I'm going to
Rurak
try to get
sees
some
this foolish
pack
kobold running in
tactics
front of
advantage
the
on this. I think the
Drake,
ambush
so
strike
he
gets it
just
as well.
swiftly pulls out one of the
Ambush
kind of
strike,
short-weighted
pack tactics
javelins
as
he's
well.
got, and launches it at the kobold that's at the kind of
Okay.
forefront there.
What is the attack range on that throne? 30 feet?
It's 30 to a 120.
Oh yeah, you're definitely within range because you're only about 4 squares.
Okay.
So yeah, feel free. He does have his weapon of choice is the dagger. So he is one of the ones wielding the dagger.
16.
Oh, 16's that's definitely a hit. So are you raging, or are you not able to rage anymore?
I'm not. No,
Oh,
I've got
man,
no rages
yeah.
left, man. Yeah, and that's the curse of the one shot that I thought, once this session's over, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But that's my own fault. But that's a learning thing, innit? And damage, 5 damage.
All right. As you're down at the bottom of that ramp and you let go of that javelin, it lands directly dead center in the middle of the kobold, and it goes down one shot. Nice hit.
Excellent. And I will move up.
Feel free to.
I'm going to actually move to. No.
Trying to get some pack tactics as you pick up the kobold and hold him up as a human shield, right?
Oh, that would be amazing. No, I don't use shields. No.
I would totally let you do that too.
No, the battle axe is getting drawn. So,
Okay.
having said that, he might be having a go at that cultist next. So who knows? I don't know. The Drake seems to be more of a pressing concern to him.
Yeah, the Drake is could be potentially dangerous. We don't know. Where the heck is my acolyte? There it is. Alright, so now we have another kobold here. This kobold has the sling, which what I need to do... I switched it. Actually, I'm gonna just switch this token back because I don't want to have to add anything to the turn tracker. This kobold in the back, he does have a sling as well, just because he has a spear. All right. All right. So this kobold here lets loose a sling stone. And this sling stone is going to be on Kadojo. Well, I'm sorry, on Silverclaw, now that we officially have your name. And his attack with the sling, as he lets go, you can see that this sling bullet is doused in fire again, Kadojo. Silverclaw, sorry. And I roll a critical fumble, so he automatically forfeits the rest of his turn.
I sort of, as he flings it and goes off in whatever direction, I kind of look back at him and kind of chuckle. Like, I'm going to have fun with you, boy.
That's the first time he's ever used that sling, too, Kadojo.
Probably going to be the last.
Alright, so Dex, you're up on Misty. Yeah, probably, as soon as he sees his Dolph Lundgren-looking Dragonborn run towards him. Dual-wielding short swords.
So I pull out my focus, which I assume is my staff.
It is.
And I am going to use Eldritch Blast on the Drake.
Okay. That is the attack roll,
Yep.
which your spell attack is +5, just in case you didn't see it on the sheet. It's in the second block.
Did it roll? Am I doing
Uh,
something wrong?
What you do is you hit the D20 macro, and it's going to ask you 2 questions. It's going to ask
Yeah,
you how
and
many
it's
D20s.
dice 1 and then 5 for the modifier, yeah?
You just put 1. You don't have to type anything in there, just numbers. That may
Yeah,
have
but like
thrown it
1
off.
for how many d20 and then
1,
5 for
yep.
the modifier.
That's it.
Oh, there it
Perfect.
goes.
There it is. Oh, did you type in D20?
No, I don't think so. I think I just clicked on the d20.
11 versus the Drake is, which you did attack the Drake, correct? That is a
Yeah,
miss. Your bolt barely
Oh.
misses it. Kind of lands a little short of the Drake. All right, you can go ahead and do your movement while we do the Drake. The Drake is actually going to, engage you, Kadojo, the ambush Drake. He does not get a surprise attack. Unfortunately, I would have loved to get the extra 2d6 damage. But I will bite you, nonetheless. 4, 1d6 plus 1. So the bite is a 9 versus armor class, which is a miss.
Yeah, he tries to snap at my chest, and I sort
He
of dodge
does.
out of the way and
He's nipping at your feet.
growl back at him.
No kind of poison resistance. Alright, so I have a cultist now. So let me go into my third resource to find this creature. He does bear a scimitar, and this cultist is also encroaching you as well, Kadojo.
Okay. More to the slaughter.
25 and 30 feet. Okay, so this cultist does wield a scimitar, and he attacks. Advantage on saving throws. Alright. +3 to hit. Oh, not +4. And that is a 7 versus armor class. You guys are in good shape tonight so far.
Parry with my sword.
Oh. He yells, "Drats, if it weren't for you meddling kids!" No, he doesn't say that. I'm just kidding. Alright, so next up is the kobold back here. He is also using a sling. And Kadojo, looks like you're being fired at again. Sucks being the closest one, huh?
Nope.
Huh, no. He moves up and lets loose of his kobold sling. I believe it's +4, and it is. And that is a 17 versus armor class.
That's a hit, but barely.
Before +2 bludgeoning. Alright, so you take a total of 5 bludgeoning damage as you get wrapped upside the head with a rather large stone.